Beer for Breakfast Morning Show is brought to you by Ground Up Remodeling. Tim will take care of your needs from the ground up. Truly one of the best in Lake Placid, and we wouldn't let anyone else work on our handyman or home improvement needs. Call Tim today.
What's going on? Just watching the lake. So exciting out there right now.
It's already morning, sun peeking through the pine.
Don't everybody speak at once. Where's everybody from? Anybody from? Where's everybody from? Nowhere. No one's from anywhere. My co-host thinks that is a gator, but it's actually just that. It's just a frog, a bullfrog. Well, I'm here if anybody wants to talk or say anything or not. squirrel don't move much when he's eating. There he goes. What up?
Nothing much.
Yeah,
What?
same here.
Went and had Chinese food with the wife tonight for anniversary.
Yeah, my wife said happy anniversary.
Oh, thank you.
We knew it was today because ours is tomorrow.
Oh man, how crazy is that, eh?
We talked about it the other day, but I think you were too drunk to remember.
Mm,
But yeah, because ours is the 6th,
oh,
and yours is
shit,
the 5th.
it's crazy.
Yeah,
Funny how like numbers tie together like that, eh?
yeah.
Like a lot of my cousins, they're all January babies.
Hmm.
Like it's just day after day after day. It's one of my cousins' birthdays.
Wow. Hmm. I don't understand Rumble.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and dabble in it and see what. Is it all
Well,
backwards?
no, Rumble's fun. Rumble's. You just have to set up the live stream there before you can add it here. So, like, you have to go there and set it up. And you can say stream now. You don't have to say stream later. It's the options. But it'll hold that place for you, and then whenever you come to live stream, it starts immediately streaming. It's really pretty simple to do, man.
Yeah, no.
It's really
A lot of the guys I know are using Twitch.
I don't use Twitch. Twitch is a big pedophile ring, dude. I don't fuck around with Twitch too much.
Yeah,
I mean, that's just me.
I don't
You know,
understand it.
that's like guys playing with anime. I don't fuck around with Let's stay away from that shit.
Oh. Did you listen to that song from Old Mac?
No, not yet.
Oh man, it's so good. It's about Lorena Bobbitt.
Oh,
Did you watch that video too? That was Josh. Oh, that is so outside of his like what he normally does. He doesn't do true crime. He does like serial killers. And
yeah,
that was his like first true crime kind of like comedy skit. It's all satire, like it's a joke. It really
yeah,
happened, but if you really listen to what he's talking about, it's all a joke.
yeah. It was. I remember when it happened. I thought it was pretty funny.
Oh yeah, and that's what he does. He takes it and makes it funnier. But then he's using specific topics to still make it seem like is he being serious or is he not being serious?
Hmm.
It's pretty funny.
Oh, it's a boring ass night tonight, man.
Yeah. After Chinese food, the wife wanted to see who was working at the bar, so she went and had one drink over there. And yeah, the bar was empty. There was only Rodney Taylor, who should be in AA with me, but he's too fucking annoying to bring to AA.
Hmm.
There's certain people I want to like help, but then there's certain people be like,
You ain't
maybe
got
not
time to
that
help anybody.
person.
You got to help Robin right now. You ain't got time to worry about anybody else.
Yeah, pretty much exactly. You're totally
I mean,
100% right.
you got bigger problems than somebody else's shit. Fuck all that. People get help when they're ready,
Yeah,
or they
like
never get help,
the wife,
or they
she'll do
never
it when
get help.
she's ready.
Huh?
Once, like the wife, I don't care if she's still drinking. It doesn't bother me. But once she sees how like things can get better, like she'll follow suit. I trust her.
Yeah. If she does,
She'll
she
follow
does.
me anywhere. Like seriously, she'll follow. She'll jump off a bridge, and she's terrified of heights. If I jumped,
Hmm.
or just the shock of me jumping off the bridge, she'd have a heart attack.
You hear that bullfrog in the background?
Yeah.
He'll be in a minute. He'll hit again in a minute. Come on, you bitch! Don't make a liar out of me. Ah,
No.
it can probably hear me. There he goes. I was talking.
We have like giant toads up here, like the size of my face. Actually even
Oh,
bigger than the size of my face.
we have those bufo toads. We
Okay.
call them cane. We call them cane toads.
Cane toads, yeah.
They brought them from Australia over here to eat the rats and the other things out of the sugarcane fields.
Yeah.
They're poisonous, first of all. If your dog eats them, it pretty much will kill your dog.
Oh yeah.
But they can get as big around as a paper plate. They're big. They'll trip your ass. It looks like when they shit on your porch, it looks like a cat shit on your porch.
Yeah.
They're big.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. I shoot them with BB guns.
Yeah, we have tree frogs up here too.
Yeah, we do.
But like we're in like northern temperatures. They go and like hibernate. It's crazy and they just come right back.
The iguanas fall out of trees. They freeze as soon as it hits 32. Every news station is please don't bury the iguanas. They'll
They're
thaw
still
out pretty
alive.
quick. Yeah, they're still alive. But yeah,
That'd
we
be
call it.
something to see. Frozen iguanas just falling out of the sky. Eh?
It's funny, man. They fall out of the trees and shit. You know those chameleons?
Yeah.
I got a cousin that owns Gatorama. It's a tourist little place.
Yeah.
And he knows where to go. He can go out any night of the year and catch, a 5-gallon bucket full of them because they're invasive. So he takes them and then he puts them in his, he feeds them to his little shits, and he's got they've got red pandas there. They've got American crocodiles. They've got alligators. They've got every kind of animal. Turtles, the gigantic Galapagos turtles.
Oh, crazy.
They're one of the oldest gator attractions still open in Florida.
Oh, I heard that motherfucker.
Yeah.
It almost sounds like he has acid reflux.
Yeah.
Or he's about to throw up.
Yeah, he's out there, man. Tim keeps thinking that's a baby gator, and I'm like, no, it's not, dude. But it's just better not to argue with my homeboy.
Just let it go.
Yeah. Yeah. If there's one out there, though, there's 100.
Yeah. My old neighbor, when I lived in the city, like when I was a kid, he moved out to the country and started reptile gardens. And yeah, he's got poisonous snakes, like cobras, everything you could imagine out there. And man, does it stink.
Ooh.
So just trying to keep up with all the animals and stuff he has in there is just unreal.
Cage cleaning is a bitch.
Well, especially with all the venomous snakes, but he makes a crap ton of money on just the venom alone from the snakes. Like he harvests the venom.
Yeah.
But he needs a specific license to be able to do stuff like that. You can't just own snakes like that. He's got license up the wazoo.
We got a guy here that there used to be a TV show called Airplane Repo.
Okay.
And they repossessed airplanes. And one of the guys lives about 50 miles from here. And he's got a lot of exotic animals, and especially snakes. And about 3 years ago, his cobra got loose, and he hasn't found it yet. So it either hopefully froze, or we've got a loose cobra running around with these pythons.
Yeah.
We got a lot of
python or a cobra.
I don't want to run into either one of them.
Yeah, that's true.
The gators don't bother me. I know how to deal with them. The pythons don't really bother me either. It's the smaller snakes that bother me.
Normally, gators are pretty skittish, aren't they? Like they see you, like you stay away from me, I stay away from you.
Not really. That's what people say, but no, not really. It depends. If it's a female and she's got a nest and you're near it, it's not going to be a good day for you. And if it's breeding season like it is now,
even
and
worse.
it's a male. You don't want to be around them, but you not just that's why almost everybody in Florida carries a gun because everything here wants to kill you. I mean, everything here wants to kill you and eat you. It's a wild place to live. I mean, not when you get to Orlando or Miami
More
or Jacksonville,
populated areas, yeah.
but you get down here with me and Tim are. I mean, I'm telling you, this I took this off. This was off the lake about an hour ago, right here.
Oh, the eyes.
That's
You can see the eyes.
the rail that Tim built for me, and I took that bird feeder camera,
Yeah.
screwed it to a piece of half-inch plywood, and put it down there so it could capture this nice. I'm recording one now. I'm 20 minutes in, and I'm waiting to see if something's going to come up there because I know I've got otters out there. I've
You're
got
pointing
possums.
straight at the water, like downwards, right?
Yeah, that's the water.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Gotta wait for
it's wild.
something to pop up.
I don't
Well,
know
that
if
toad
anything.
really has something to say, eh?
Yeah, he's excited tonight. Trying to get him some
lady
love.
toad.
Yeah, Tim let me down today. He was supposed to come over here and build the wheelchair ramp so my wife could go fish, and he didn't. He did put the rail up though, the back rail, so that I told him, I said, if you don't put a back rail on that, a backside like a backsplash on that rail that you built, I'm gonna be fishing coffee cups out of that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
I'll
understand.
be,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'll be fishing coffee cups out of the lake every morning. I'll find out I'd drop 5 cups of coffee in there, and I'd have to go in there in the morning and pull the coffee cups back in.
See, the reason we don't do that in Canada is because of snow. We want to like be able to push the snow through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that is a good idea if you do have a deck around a lake. Yeah, to put a rim board around the bottom, catch stuff,
Oh yeah.
and then put all your planks together like tight because your boards shrink.
Oh yeah. You did. Yeah, you've seen my. Let me see if I still got it. I think I just deleted it today. I have a tendency to do stupid shit. There it is. That's me writing obscure explanations with the pressure washer.
That's not a bad pressure washer if it's doing that. A little slow,
yeah.
but still.
Yeah, but it was only $100.
Yeah, that's not bad, man.
I mean, you got to realize that hasn't been cleaned in probably 10 years.
That's
So,
awesome,
yeah.
man. That's
Yeah,
doing
I
a
thought it
good
was
job.
and it's not very loud. Yeah, but it's a well built deck. That's the
That's not
excitement. That's the excitement of my. That's a. I only did. Tim said, "Well, you know, you didn't do the last 4 foot of your deck."
bad.
I said, I know because as soon as I got there, my earphones ran out, and I couldn't listen to my show, man. So I just said, I can't do it. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's
I
hard
don't know.
working without music or something, eh?
I have to have something in the background, or I can't make it.
Yeah.
I gotta have something, dude. Some people can just handle this dead ass quiet. I'm not that guy. I wish I was. I wish
I
I
don't know.
was, man.
If there's certain days, like maybe like every 3 months, I need a day where I just go somewhere where it's quiet and just be left alone.
Not me.
go for a hike or something.
Even when I go out there to the dock or on the boat and go fishing, I have something that's going to get noise. This homeboy got to have noise.
Well, it's good security though up for out when you're by yourself too. People can tell where you are, and it
Yeah.
kind of scares like I don't know the critters away.
Man, I don't know. I never really had much of a problem with I never really had much of a problem with critters down here. I mean, I've run into some bears. I run into snakes a lot.
Yeah, my whole yard is a snake den, and that's my biggest fear is snakes. Like I go homosexual like that. You want to hear me go scream? Yeah, like you never heard a grown man scream like that if I see a snake, and I don't care if it's like this big or like that big. I don't care what size it is. I will freak out.
When we were kids, we would catch them all the time, and then I had a friend. Shit, I had a friend that got bit by a coral snake.
Oh, lovely.
That tore him up pretty good. And then about a year later, he got bit by a cottonmouth, and that tore him up. He ended up
Losing his limb.
No, but he ended up taking his own self out of the world. Since you're not allowed to say special words on here, but
Yeah.
he just
He
I guess
demoted himself from the land of the living.
Yeah, he Darwined himself.
Yeah, there we go. I was going to say that. But
gave his dad. He took his dad's insulin and shot himself up with that insulin, and he was gone in like 30 minutes.
oh, that's not a bad way to go, though. Never thought about doing something like that.
It's a painful way to go, but
Is it painful? I thought you just go to sleep.
no, not usually. Your organs shut down. I mean, if you're lucky, you slip, you pass out, but not everybody's lucky.
Yeah. Eh? Well, here's a guy in the city there. He worked at a battery shop and found out his wife was cheating on him, and he decided to drink a glass of battery acid. And
That's enjoyable.
what a way to go! Like, dude, are you kidding me?
That's
Change subject.
that's that poor guy, man. I mean, something in his life had to be hurting him pretty bad.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, something. Hey, watch this. Turn your speakers down.
Well, it's Monday morning, sun peeking through the pines. Tim's making a lumber list whilst tempering the moonshine. Bird feet are swinging, squirrels doing flips. Aliens in the backyard leaving crop circle rips. It's beer for breakfast, grab a cold one, my friends. Toolman Tim and Florida Man run at it again. Laughing with Bigfoot dancing on the hill. Broadcasting live from the moonshine still. There's a raccoon DJ and a possum playing bass. Ron saw a UFO landing on the roof of Tim's place. They'll help fix your leaky pipe and tell a joke or two while sipping on the breakfast brew with you. It's beer for breakfast. Raise your glass up high. Tell your troubles see ya. Let that worry fly. Bigfoot's grilling iguana. Aliens brought kryptonite dip. Ron's got a Bloody Mary with a bacon strip. So if your roof's leaking or your lawnmower won't start, Tim's got the truck full of tools and Ron will bring the beer cart. Got questions about visiting Florida any time of year? Call us up, find off the beaten path, real Florida right here. Beer for breakfast, it's your Monday thrill.
fat guy in the wheelbarrow?
We make travel a blast. Better pour that beer, cause the time flies fast.
That's supposed to be me.
On and we're here to chill, broadcasting proud from that moonshine still. At the Obscure Destinations Outdoor Studios in Lake Placid, Florida.
I have to start promoting the show more. I mean, not the show.
Who was the fat guy in the wheelbarrow with all the beer?
That was me. Because it says Ronald pulled a beer cart. Hey, did you see this crazy shit, dude? One of our fucking locals. You see this shit?
Oh, where he gets into that fight with that other. Oh no.
Yeah.
What, like 5 in the morning?
Oh yeah, and they start that brawl. He jumps on his boat. Yeah, I did see that today.
That was the dude in that boat.
Yeah,
Were you the one that came through the middle of the bridge? Was that you? Yeah, I was here, but you ran in front of the other dude over there. Bro, you ran right through the middle of the bridge while we were all fishing.
In the middle of the fucking night, the guy didn't have any lights on.
Bro, we were all.
I suspect that he's not really an Army Ranger.
He was charged. Last I heard about him.
I'm fixing to play you the other one. Oh yeah. Oh, I know. Oh no. Oh no. You have no idea how big of a story that is right here, because it happened right here. It is a huge fucking story here, buddy.
Would you fight off a gator for your fur baby? Well, one woman did. I know a lot of us in Florida are desensitized to gators. We think
I'd
we can't fear them, but this story proves that you need.
Wrong one. Damn it.
That was awesome.
That's all from my other show for when I do my other show. Maybe this is it. Let's see. That frog ain't playing tonight, boy.
Yeah, no, he definitely ain't.
He's got gun charges from when he went to the University of Florida. So he's already got felonies. He's got at least 2 DUIs. He's got disorderly conduct. I mean, he's been arrested like 15 times. And, man, look. This guy's fixing to get his ass handed to him, homeboy. He's because now he's blacklisted. No one, even the people that he drives the boat for. I mean, the people that built that boat, they even came out and said, "Whoa, this is not how we do business." So yeah, Brock is in trouble. But anyway, back to that girl. Some woman saved her dog, dude.
Proves what a mom will do for her dog. Kona and Kim were on a walk around the neighborhood. Kona dragging mom, begging her to go further around the lakes. And Kim says she is always aware, keeping Kona far from the lakes because she sees gators. Well, in a moment's notice, Kona's whole head was locked in the jaws of a gator. And Kim didn't think twice, straddling it from behind and prying its mouth open to save her baby.
She's facing it, it's facing her, and it suddenly jumped at her and got her. So she was in all the way up to here, like her whole head inside its mouth. And I guess that's where I stopped thinking. And
that's a gutsy bitch. That's a Florida girl right there.
It as lady, like, is that is?
I ain't scared of no gator.
For real. And
was
trying to pry its jaws.
Look at her arms, man.
And
she's
she
well
did.
defined.
The gator
She's
released
a healthy girl.
and ran back into the water. A superhero moment.
Shit,
Kona and Kim both needing stitches and healing now, both physically and emotionally. Kona staying right by mom's side. So let this be a warning. Stay away from lakes where there could be gators with small children and your dogs. For more information, go to fox13news.com or download the Fox local app.
That's wild shit, man. There's some crazy shit going on down here for the Florida man this weekend.
Oh, my goodness.
Florida man had him a time this weekend. It's that Brock and the fishing thing, really. because I called a friend of mine and said, "Hey, I'd like to do a DD214 search on this guy and find out if he was really a ranger." Because so now they're saying, well, he's 100% disabled by the VA. Wow, if he's 100% disabled and he's on the water 300 days a year, that doesn't sound 100% disabled to me.
Yeah.
And he owns a charter business. So I hope that he gets his ass handed to him. I hope
Do
it
you call
ruins
that
his
stolen
business.
valor?
If he, that's what I don't know if that's actually illegal down here, but I think that that's stolen valor. I don't know.
But
I
that is
heard
the
that
right thing I'm saying, right? Is stolen valor, right?
yeah, if he really isn't a ranger, but his lawyer said that he got a traumatic brain injury in Iraq, so maybe he is a ranger. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about anything Army. I only know about Marines. I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about, some of these people say, my MOS in the Army was 33 Bravo. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that means. I didn't study the Army. Well, because the Navy doesn't have MOSs, they have rates. Until recently, the Marines didn't have MOSs. You were either a grunt or you weren't. So I don't know. I don't know, man. Yeah, so we knew it was your anniversary. That's why I didn't fuck with you too much today.
No.
Because Tony was out here when we were talking about it. Me and you were talking about it, and Tony goes, "That's funny because ours is the day after yours."
No, yeah. No, I was gonna try and catch you this afternoon, but my dad showed up here and I had to deal with some not so fun family business.
Yeah, that's typically the way that shit works.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad's not a very good fucking person, man.
Yeah, my dad's a pretty good guy, but well, he's dead now. But he was a pretty good guy. He had a lot of things going on in his life, though.
Yeah, my dad's mostly work, 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 Mexico, Mexico, work, 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 Chihuahua, Chihuahua, Chihuahua.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I know. My dad.
He goes to Mexico a lot.
Yeah, he does. And he brings a Chihuahua back every time he goes.
Oh,
Yeah. Like his house is full of fucking Chihuahuas. Like he's losing his mind. I remember when the last dog died and he got a divorce. He got all brand new carpet. He's like, sweet, never another dog ever again. And then literally like 3 weeks later, he's got a Chihuahua from Mexico pissing and shitting all over his floor. Brand
that's
new
why
carpet.
I don't. That's why I don't like little dogs. It's because they don't seem to understand the reality of going outside to do your business.
No, they don't. Their brain is too small. Their brain is too small.
I had a pit bull one time that wouldn't even throw up in the house. She would go run to the door and start slobbering. I mean, and she's just whining, and then as soon as you let her out, she'd burst that shit.
Most of my dogs, if they ever like threw up or anything, most of them never shit or pissed on the floor. But if they ever threw up, they'd go like to a specific spot on the linoleum, like somewhere where it's easy to clean up and puke right there, and not somewhere where you normally walk so you don't find it in the middle of the night. It'd be in a corner somewhere.
Everyone now that my dog's getting old, he kind of lets go every once in a while, but he's old. You can't. I mean, what's 16 years old in dog years? That's old, man.
Yeah.
So I don't fuck with him too much. I'm like, yeah, whatever, buddy. I'll keep giving you your aspirins until you can't walk, and then I'll shoot you in the head, and everything will be fine. So that's how that's got to go.
Yeah.
He's a good dog, though.
Yeah. No, I've had lots of good dogs, man. I really wish I had that boxer from Quebec, but my ex's mom beat the shit out of it so bad I couldn't bring him back.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll be right back.
Dog, I could take him off a leash and seriously attack, kill, but I never said attack or kill. They were specific words.
Yeah, I understand.
And that dog knew exactly when I said those words, like whoever I was pointing at, and I could literally point at a person out of a group of people, and that dog knew exactly who I was talking about. Most of the time,
Jeff
it's
does
the
pretty good.
person's tone.
Yeah, Jeff does pretty good at here. So he goes, "I'll be right back. Keep talking or don't, whatever." Hi again, honey.
Baxter, the asshole. I'm gonna have to make more juice.
You can hear that bullfrog out here. So I already did an hour of the lake, so I'm doing a second hour of it, and you can hear him out there. Tim swears it's a baby gator. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Not a baby
And
gator.
you can't argue with it, you know. So anyway,
Definitely
I'm
not
back.
a baby gator.
Huh?
Definitely not a baby gator.
No, it's definitely not a baby gator.
That was definitely a toad.
But yeah, I'm recording. I'm up to 51 minutes for the next one that's out there of the lake doing nothing. I was hoping one of my raccoons or a beaver or something would come up, or not a beaver, but a otter.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you got beavers. You got beavers down there?
I don't think so. I know we got a lot of otters.
Beavers actually used to be endangered up here for the longest time because of the fur trade.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, that was the biggest fur trade was beaver.
Yeah. Well, they made great hats and. What the fuck is that? Is that you?
No, that wasn't me.
Where the fuck did that come from? I must have been feeding one of the filters or the feeders. Jeez,
It sounded like
pouring corn in a feeder.
oh, okay.
And see, I'm using one camera to film the squirrels, and that's why the squirrels acted so crazy. It's because I just filled up the feeder that's filming it. Okay.
Yeah, they ain't scared of you, eh?
No, not at all. I'm waiting for the day that one there jumps on me. Because he's freaky.
Looks pretty big too.
Not compared to a Texas squirrel. That would be a Texas squirrel baby.
Yeah, we got like gray squirrels up here. They're about the size of my head.
Yeah, these are gray squirrels, and they say that we're not supposed to have them down here.
Oh, and we're not supposed to have flying squirrels up here? We have flying squirrels just like 30 minutes west of me here at Oak Lake. I don't know if somebody let a set of them go, but there's flying squirrels out there.
You don't see, we should have them, but we don't see many of them here. But we were supposed to have them. They're native to us.
And I'm not talking about sugar gliders. I'm talking about flying squirrels.
Well, sugar gliders aren't native to us.
No, they aren't. My buddy had a set of sugar gliders, and man, did they stink. They're worse than monkeys. They cover themselves in feces.
But there's not a whole lot of difference in how they work. I mean, they both just have a big webbed skin, and they jump and glide.
Yeah, pretty much. I think a
Just
flying
like a
squirrel is
flying
a little
fish.
bit bigger than a sugar glider, though. But sugar gliders can get pretty big.
Yeah, our flying squirrels are not big. They're little bitty things. Not much bigger than a hamster.
Oh.
Maybe a little, maybe not near as big as a guinea pig. That's about how big our squirrels are, about the size of guinea pigs.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be like
And
a
our
gray
deer,
squirrel up here.
Deer in Florida are about the size of a big dog.
Deer?
And if you go to the Keys, it's as big as a Jack Russell Terrier. Key deer. Key deer are tiny little things.
Apparently, my cat wants to play some scratch tickets.
Oh.
Well, if you can't claim the tickets,
Why not?
she's not old enough.
Oh. I don't really buy lottery tickets. I think it's because I'm just too cheap.
I put $5 in the VLT the other day. Oh, VLT. It's a video lottery machine, we call in Canada.
Okay.
So like a
Okay.
casino machine.
Okay.
So like every bar has them. I guess you have machines in bars that you can play, eh?
I don't think so.
Oh, so you
I don't
actually have
think
to go
so.
to a casino?
I think so, but I think that there's a couple places where one of Tim's friend goes, and he some kind of gambles it. I don't know how it works, but you
it's an
can't. I don't
electronic
think.
machine.
Yeah, I don't know how it works, but we've got casinos. A lot of casinos here.
Oh yeah, it's Florida. Like all the bars up here all have video lottery machines, which are like casino machines. You just pick your game and you play it. The other day, was it yesterday was Friday. Sitting there, wife's getting smashed with her girlfriend, and I'm sitting there trying to stay sober. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll throw $5 in the VLT. Came out their first hit, $106. I was like, okay, I'm cashing out. Like off of $5. So I just made $101 on just touching the button once.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good thing. It's smart to step away from that shit too.
Yeah. Even so, if I put like $2 in, I win $2, I leave.
Yeah.
But I won't ever put any more than $5 in a machine.
We went to the Immokalee, Florida casino one Saturday morning or Sunday morning. It was so much smoke and cigarette smoke and cigar smoke and shit. We stayed maybe a half hour, and I was like, "Fuck this, man." And we were winning. It's not like we weren't winning, but I was like, "Fuck this." And you do not want to take money out of their ATM machines. You better get all your cash and go before you get all that before you get to the casino.
Yeah, exactly.
Even the lady even told me, she said, "Hey, look, it's better for you to leave and go down the road and get your cash there."
I always bring cash in hand when I go to those places.
So, but we don't go to those places. Me and Tony don't. That was my first time being in a casino like that. That's not something that we do. Me and Tony are very laid back, chill people.
I'm a roulette guy. I don't like machines. I like roulette, and I like to play the people. And you think that roulette is not like playing a people game? It is so much playing a people game. Like you think you're just picking numbers? No, you gotta like pick people, and you gotta like talk to people. You gotta lure people to numbers. And so don't ever like the house is always thinking or watching you. They're watching you, and I love asking people questions like, "When's your birthday?" And they're like, "I'm like, why did you play your birthday number?" And then right before they say like no more bets, I'll put a big stack on top of there. Why? Because that's one number that they've never played on the whole table. That's their birthday. And then the one time they play their birthday number, they win. So I win on top of them, and then they want to keep playing now. But then they go back to their same numbers and never play their 20 again. You know what I mean? Like their birthday number again. People are funny.
Wow. I don't know. I've never been a card player. I've never been a gambler. I've never done any of that stuff. I have a pretty boring life. I mean, in the barracks, guys were always gambling, and they're always fighting, and I'm just like, that's not for me, dude. I'm not going to waste my money. I mean, I had bills to pay. You know, I mean, I'm a lot more responsible than I play in the mornings. I promise you.
Yeah, I know.
You got to take care of your family. You got to do your things.
Yeah, before you sit there and start fucking around.
Yeah, and even then, you know, I'm always afraid of running out of money. Always, because I've been at that point in my life to where it's middle of the month and there ain't no food and there ain't no, you know, you got to figure out what to do. And I don't like that. I don't let that happen to me no more. I just don't let it
Should
happen.
always keep $1,000 in the safe. And fuck, you think the last time I had $1,000 in my safe? Ooh, it'd be like a year and a half ago. Actually, you know what? COVID. COVID is what stopped all that shit.
Yeah, that scam stopped a lot of stuff.
I watch people just spend all their life savings on their like homes, building brand new decks or landscaping their like backyards. Like, wow, you spent like $30,000 on that. Yeah, we spent our life savings, blah blah blah. So now you're broke. Like, wow, COVID made everyone go crazy and spend their life savings.
It didn't make two people. It didn't make. I can name two people that it didn't make go crazy. I'm
Did
just
you
real
get
funny
the
about that kind
vaccine?
of. No.
Okay, I didn't think
Neither
you
one
did.
of us.
Just by the way you talk, you can tell you didn't have the vaccine.
Neither one of us took it.
No, a lot of my friends that had the vaccine are having problems right now.
A lot of
My
times,
buddy had
I
a
would get.
stroke right after his vaccination.
Well, Tim had that stomach cancer right after his. It was crazy because sometimes Tony would say, "Well, maybe we should take it," and I would say, "No, we're not taking it." And then sometimes I would say, "Well, we should take it." And she's like, "No, we've decided we're not," because both of us would have moments of weakness, you know.
Yeah.
Because it
Oh,
was
that's good
scary
support
shit.
system you got there, man.
It was scary stuff. So we would just always have each other's back on that,
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
it was scary.
Yeah, the wife didn't want to take it right from the get-go.
It was scary until I started realizing, wait a minute, the Walmarts are all open, the liquor stores are all open, the convenience stores are all open. So is there like a little clone of we can't get COVID in these stores? When I start seeing a bunch of excuse me, when I start seeing a bunch of what do you call them? Walmart employees dropping dead and liquor store employees dropping dead, then I'll start worrying about COVID.
Oh, how about the homeless? The homeless thrived through COVID. They like
Well, what do you think?
thrived.
Well, what about Cuba and Haiti and Mexico? They didn't have the vaccines like we did.
They thrived.
Those we should have been able to just walked in and cleaned up the bodies and built a resort on top of Cuba, Mexico, and Haiti and the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, and look what happened.
Those people can't even get Tylenol. You telling me they got the COVID shots? If the COVID was what they said it was, there would only be like 3 countries left. Because there's so many third world countries out there that only live because we give them shit. There would be no people left. We would be fine. It would be a much better place.
Yeah.
We would
Well,
go
that
take over
vaccine
everything.
apparently came from Winnipeg, just 2 hours east of me.
I don't know where it came from.
Well, there was a big investigation up here in Canada that Trudeau tried to hide, and he didn't hide it very well, and everyone kind of went, okay, whatever. But
Yeah, I heard a lot of things. I never heard anything about anything coming from Canada.
the 2
I
Chinese
hear.
spies were working at this bio
I'm not buying that
lab.
shit. I'm not buying that shit. I'm sorry. I'm just not buying that shit. Because everything seems to me came from Pfizer and
Moderna.
yeah, and some Moderna stuff. Yeah. And I think the whole thing was engineered and everyone's blaming Fauci. They better go back and find out who engineered it before Fauci. because they wanted Trump out of there so bad. The government did that shit. Anything to damage Trump. That's what they're trying to do now. That ain't gonna work. At this point, he doesn't care anymore because he can't get elected again, so he doesn't really give a shit.
Oh yeah, he's gonna crack out there. He's gonna take the gloves off for sure.
Yeah, because he doesn't care anymore. I mean, in all reality, he's not gonna live forever, you know. But
Do you think somebody's gonna try and assassinate him again?
I don't know. Maybe it'd be hard because he's got a big security. He even hired private security along with the Secret Service.
Oh, he had his own private security before his Secret Service.
The Secret Service didn't let him around. Like when he got shot.
Yeah.
In the ear. The Secret Service wouldn't let his private detail around, but now he's got him to where his private detail are there too.
They're probably a little bit more hardcore than the Secret Service.
Well, I think he handpicked the Secret Service team this time too, which is a big it's a big
I thought
plus.
you always got to handpick your detail.
No, I don't think you ever do. I don't think you ever get to handpick them unless you're. I don't think you can ever get. I think the CIA usually picks them, and now Homeland Security is in charge of it, if I remember correctly. That's something that needs to go away. America's Homeland Security. That needs to be gutted and gotten rid of because all it is just them spying on us. They can find Osama bin Laden, but they can't find which I don't believe that they ever found Osama bin Laden. I don't believe that they killed him.
You know what's funny? I have a comic book that came out exactly a week. A hardcover comic book that came out exactly a week after he was killed, and it has the whole story in the comic book of what they said happened. And I was thinking to myself, I have to buy this comic book because there's no fucking way this could have been printed by now and be on the shelves by the time they said they killed Osama bin Laden.
Yeah, I don't believe it, and they say that Rob O'Neill shot him, but then Tonto says he shot him. Then I'll leave this. I don't think anybody shot him because they didn't even at least cut off a piece of his ear to DNA test it. You know what I mean? They just we got to hurry up and get rid of his body and throw it in the ocean. Come on now.
Yeah, why would you not keep the body?
I don't know. I've been in some covert situations. All right, and I'm telling you, that's just not how shit works. That's just not how shit works. I wasn't a grunt for 24 fucking years.
Yeah, you keep something of the body like as proof, Finger, like you said, an ear.
Yeah, all you need is an ear. Cut off a chunk of his nose. Take a pinky, something.
Yeah,
take something.
Nothing better than a pinky. Like you got a fingerprint, and you got double. Right. You got the DNA and a fingerprint.
That's right. And they couldn't even draw a cord of blood out of him. He's dead, so he's not going to need it. And if you think that you can't get blood from a dead person, you're wrong. Their heart's not pumping, but you can still get it.
Oh, just push on their chest a little. It'll squirt out.
It. Yes, it will. Just like when you bleed out a shark.
How do you bleed out a shark?
You pretty much cut his tail off and
just punch
him in the chest a couple times.
Oh, crazy!
Come back an hour later and knock the ants off, and you're fine. We got fire ants down here, man. You know what we used to do? We'd kill a gator. We'd cut his head off and throw the head in the fire ant mound. Come back 3 days later, that thing would be bright white like it was bleached by a professional in the shop. We used to do that too when a big old bull would die, people would buy these cow heads when the cows would die. They would buy the cow heads. We would just take them and drop them in a fire ant mound and sell them on the side of the road for $50.
Oh, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, man, we did crazy shit. You can do that with alligators too. But now you get in trouble. Alligator, even looking at an alligator wrong is a felony.
Oh, I thought you could just shoot them at will.
Fuck no, not in Florida. You can't. Even if it's in your backyard, you better not try that shit in Florida. No, they're heavily protected in Florida. It's like your friend with the licenses, with his reptile thing.
Yeah.
To be a relocator for a gator, you've got to have probably $10,000 worth of licensing just to get started.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you can't just and even on your own property, man. Even on your own property, you can't kill the gator. You have to call and get a tag and a permission and pay to kill it. We do it anyway, but still. We do it anyway because you have to do it or it'll eat your cat.
Yeah, I understand. I had a porcupine out here last summer, and I'm chasing it through the yard. The wife is just freaking out. Like, don't get too close. It shoots quills. No, they don't shoot quills.
No,
They wag their tail, and they come flying at you.
Yeah, they can get you, but they don't. Not like they're automatic weapons.
Yeah, they don't just. Yeah, exactly. They just wag their tail. Like if you ever see a porcupine in the wild and its tail is completely like pink, that means it got into a fight with something.
We had a dog that, man, thank God that dog listened because we were in Ventress, Texas, and that dog run up on it and I yelled, "Cinder, get your ass back!" And she came back. If not, man, I'd have had a big vet bill that weekend.
Yeah, quill.
Yeah, and she's done it on skunks. She'd run up and I'd stop her. Stop. Because the skunk's not going to spray you if you don't get too close to it.
Yeah.
A young one will, but most of the young ones don't have any scent yet. So we used to have skunks and we always got everything descented. As soon as we got them, we would have them descented.
Yeah, that's how my dad got his skunk. He got it at a very young age and had it deskunked. But then all the neighbors wanted it dead because they thought it had rabies. Just because of the mentality back then, all wild animals have rabies, must kill it.
Never had anything like that down here.
No, up north here, it was a big thing. Like
down here,
especially my dad's age, everyone's so worried about rabies.
Down here, the people are the ones that have rabies. The animals are fine.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I had some stuff because I was going to do a Florida Man stream tomorrow, but I don't know, man.
No,
I've got videos that I have to make. Huh?
I got a meeting tomorrow.
I have videos that I have to make for obscure destinations because ever since we started doing this morning thing, I've been neglecting the shit out of my channel, and I got to get back at it.
Mm.
And because that's how I make my living, and that's how I got it. I think I'm going to start with get up and go kayaking because they're my friends and they do good stuff. And I might do some stuff for Gatorama over there for Ben. And my wife's listening to gospel country music in the house. That's her shit. That's her jams, man. She loves that stuff.
I have a friend's mom like that. Every time I come into the house, she's singing away.
Yeah, Tony will sing.
Yeah,
Tony sings nicely.
Yeah. So does my friend's mom. Her husband hates it though because he's like anti-Christ, and she's like total gospel. It's so funny.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think I'm really anti much. I'm not a libertarian type, but
I hate everyone equally.
yeah, I don't know about that either. But the hell, this new format on StreamYard where you can invite people or whatever, and now they've got image files.
Okay, yeah.
And I always click the image files by mistake, and I don't want the image. I don't want the
just
image.
because where they placed it.
Yeah, it messes me up.
Yeah, I understand. They're moving shit around on you, and it's confusing you. Yeah, I get the same
Yeah.
shit, man.
Yeah, it's not working well for me. I don't know what that is. I'm trying to look and see what I've got saved here to put on the screen. I didn't know you during Christmas, did I?
Nope.
Let me see if this is it.
Society. But you see, the Democrats,
Nope,
and oftentimes, politicians, generally
That's not
speaking,
it.
but especially on the left,
I mean, it is, but
they
it's
don't
not.
care about.
Not the right one.
No, it's the right one. It's just the wrong. That's the footage. That's not the. Let me see. I've got funny shit somewhere. I just don't remember where it is or what I did with it or where I put it or.
The northern lights must be out because my cat is going crazy right now.
Sadly, we don't have cool shit like that.
Yeah, it gets pretty crazy, man. Like if it's really quiet outside, you can actually hear them cracking through the sky. It's quite
Really?
the sound to hear. It's almost like ice cracking, but not the same. It's totally different, but almost the same sound.
Hey, this was today. So you can see the deck better now. You can see the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm not trying to be quiet. I just think that I hear one of my songs my wife's playing. I think I can't tell, but yeah, that's for the longest time. You see over on the right hand side where the clouds are in the middle of the lily pads. It's kind of like you can see the clouds on the water.
Okay, yeah.
I thought that was a smudge on my camera. Because it wouldn't ever move, and then I'm realizing finally I'm like, oh, there's wind, but the clouds are never moving, even though everything's blowing. There's the clouds. If you watch the clouds, they never move. And I was like, holy shit! Yeah, that's my little fishing paradise right there. I don't want to take too many of the lily pads out because the fish like to hide in them.
Yeah. All the times I've ever been fishing, only ever caught one fish.
Oh man,
dude, and I'm 41. I've been fishing since I was like a little kid, and I've only ever caught one fish.
Wow.
All my friends, my buddy caught a sucker one time, and he's holding on to it, fighting with it, and it dumped all its eggs down his chest. Oh, it was so funny. He didn't know what happened at first. And I was like, throw the fish. And then I just bursted out laughing, and I couldn't even say anything. I'm just pointing at his shirt. And he's like, what? Why are you laughing so hard? And then finally he looks down and he sees all these eggs down his chest, and he just starts throwing up. It was freaking hilarious, man.
I know some people that probably would have ate them.
Oh, man. Sucker eggs? No.
I don't know. My people are weird.
Yeah, you don't want anything out of the Assiniboine. It's catch and release.
We have sucker fish, I guess. That's what we call them, is Picossimus.
Yeah, that's pretty much the same thing.
Some people call them armored catfish. Some people call them, all kinds of shit. But here, if you get them, they want you to kill them as fast as you pull them out of the water.
Yeah, they're that invasive.
Yeah, and they destroy our levees.
Oh yeah, because they put the holes in the dikes. Yeah.
Yeah, iguanas just as bad. That's one of the problems with iguanas is they dig these holes in there and they mess it all up. So you got the python cowboy goes out every weekend and just starts shit. He just goes out there with his air gun and just shoots the shit out of them. Then he goes and cooks them and he processes the meat and sells the meat to tourists. God love tourists.
Iguana meat. Interesting. Probably tastes like chicken.
But it doesn't. It doesn't. I don't know how I would explain it. It's not fishy. It's not chickeny.
But right
I
in
don't know how
between.
to. I don't get any chicken from it.
Like, so nothing like a frog leg type of meat.
No, because frog leg doesn't taste like chicken to me either. Frog leg tastes like fish.
Or
Because
yeah, to me it tastes like pond.
if you it's whatever the animal eats is usually what it's going to taste like.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go to a gator farm and buy a gator, it don't taste
They're
like
gonna
a
taste
wild
different.
gator. Yeah, it tastes like dog food pellets. That's why farm raised fish doesn't taste like fresh caught fish.
Oh yeah, that farm raised salmon, that's gross.
All
You
they're
can
doing
tell
is
when it's farm raised.
They're feeding it fake food to swell it up, and then you get it,
and then make the meat turn extra pink.
Yeah. You know why? Flamingos are pink?
Because of the algae they eat.
Nope, because of the fish they eat, the shellfish they eat.
Oh yes, yeah. I knew it was because of something they eat. Yeah, they have to eat that specific shellfish.
We have
snail.
spoonbills down here too, which are kind of cool.
They kind
get
of like.
pink. They look like
a tall bird.
Yeah, they look like a flamingo, but they've got their bill as the spoon at the bottom. It goes, yeah. They're. I might go find one. Spoonbill. Well, that's a spoonbill, but it's not. There you go. I'll get you a picture.
Finally, my cat has calmed down.
Well, that's nice. Cat's probably good therapy for you.
Yeah.
Am I sharing that? Not yet. Okay, hold on. There it is.
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about.
Is it sharing?
Yeah, I can see it.
I can't. I should be able to see that shit. Okay, now
it's
I
like
can.
A big soup spoon. Wooden soup spoon.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. In Sandhill, they call Sandhill cranes down here. They call them the ribeye of the sky.
Sandhill cranes are actually from here in Manitoba.
I don't know that that's where they're from, dude. That's where they migrate to and from.
Yeah, they're a big thing up here.
In Texas, they hunt them like they're big game.
That's crazy.
I mean, they'll shoot 100 out of the sky every weekend.
Yeah, you're not allowed to shoot them here. They're protected.
They are here too. You can't even feed them here. I do all the time, but you're not supposed to feed them here. But ours do not migrate. Florida sandhill cranes do not migrate. They're here year round.
Ours migrate for sure.
Yeah, these don't. The Florida ones don't, and I don't know why.
Well, they wouldn't have to. Where the hell would they go? It's always nice there.
Yeah, pretty much. They we don't have a. I love the sandhill. My wife loves them. We've
Oh,
had.
they're beautiful, man. It's
Oh,
amazing,
they're
and
fun.
they aren't even really scared of us up here. So you can like drive. They'll be standing in the middle of the road, and you can drive right alongside them. It's amazing.
That's the front porch. They're
Oh,
not
no
scared of us
way.
either.
That's
they're, not,
awesome.
they're not scared of us either. That's mama and daddy and baby.
That's
And they
cool,
brought that
man.
baby. They brought that baby when he was 3 inches high. We watched him grow up to that big.
Oh, that's so cool, man.
Yeah, that's right
I
there.
used
And
to
I
have
ran
ducks
my.
in Quebec. And, yeah, ducks. And this one duck, every time she'd bring her babies over to me and I'd feed them, she'd always have like one or two extra ducks. And I don't know where she was stealing these ducks from, but before you know it, she had like 18 baby ducklings with her. It's like, holy crap. It was unreal. That's so cool. That baby.
Yeah, it's we had fun with those cranes, man.
That's so cool.
I've got video of the mating ritual.
Yeah.
When they their babies are called colts, and when they bring the colts over, I've watched those two particular, the two adults, run a gator off. Sit
That's
there on our
crazy.
front porch and watch them just run the gator off.
That's cool.
Like it was nothing. But yeah, they were funny. I just take the corn out there because you're not allowed. I've got a video somewhere over there on my YouTube channel, and it's I tell them, I say, I'm not allowed to feed you. The game warden says I can't feed you, and then as soon as I said that, he turned around and walked down to the other end of the field. No, we used to. You could just. They would come every morning. Every morning at 6 o'clock, they would show right up.
Yeah, that was like my ducks. Yeah.
They made sure that they beat the cows, because if I threw the food down before the cows got there, the cows would go eat it. And so they would hurry up and but they're very big birds.
Oh yeah.
They're very big. And they will kick your ass too. Don't think that they won't.
Yeah, I was gonna say, imagine getting clawed by one of those.
They are not scared of you. Like I said, I watched them run gators off. So yeah, it's wild shit. But I have a lot of sand. I have a lot of sandhills, and they come right up to you. It's like, "Hey, what's up?" And I'm like, "Oh God, he's going to stab me in the chest." Yeah, I like them. They're my favorite, probably my favorite Florida critter, because they don't bother nobody. They just kind of hang out. Well, it's 1:34. I think it's time for me to go to bed. You probably should go to bed too.
Yeah, I should probably head to bed. But anyways,
it's
nice chatting with you, man.
All right, man. Happy anniversary.
Awesome, thank you.
I hope that you have a great rest of the weekend.
Yeah, for sure.
And
you as well.
We're gonna call it quits here.
Okay.
I'm gonna end with
I'll
take
talk
it
to you
easy.
tomorrow.
All right, man. Yeah, I'll be around.
Okay.
All right, man. Bye bye.
Beer for Breakfast Morning Show is brought to you by Ground Up Remodeling. Tim will take care of your needs from the ground up. Truly one of the best in Lake Placid, and we wouldn't let anyone else work on our handyman or home improvement needs. Call Tim today.